Okay. Hi guys. This is a tutorial for those of you who have been trying to leave feedbacks on eBay as a buyer, and I will show you or try to show you how to do that. And well, I apologize for the video quality. I'm using a cell phone to make this video, and well, it's not such a good cell phone, but well, I'm just gonna try to show you all the links or where you're supposed to click, and try to explain as much on how to do this. So okay, here we go. Let's do this. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is open up your browser, which is the Internet Explorer or whatever you have, the Google Chrome, Firefox, and then type in the eBay website, ebay.com. If you bought an item through eBay, I'm guessing you know how to do this, so I'm just not showing how to do that. Okay, so once you're in the page, like I am right now, you're gonna log in over here. Log in. It says sign in. It's gonna ask you for your username, user ID, whatever. Type in your user ID. So then it's gonna ask you for your password. Go down. Click there. Enter your password. And finally, click sign in. Okay, once you have logged in, you're gonna see. This is what you're gonna see. Well, you're gonna see your username, your feedback score, feedback. Sorry. And over here on the upper right corner, you're gonna have a whole bunch of options. So you're gonna want to go to the one that says My eBay. Click there. Disregard this list. Just click on My eBay. Okay. Once that page is loads, that page is loading. Okay, page loaded. Okay. Then it's gonna show you a list of items that you have in your watch list, if you have any items in your watch list. If not, then it's just going to show nothing down here, and it's just going to go straight down to the purchases list. So over here I have all these purchases, which I have already left feedback for. And this is what you can see if you have received. If you have received feedback, you're going to see this. This is going to be grayed out, first of all. Grayed out for an item. If it has shipped, then it's going to be color like this. If the seller shipped your item already, it's going to show this. If you have not left feedback for it, and it's going to show this grayed out again if you haven't received that feedback for this item either. Okay, but if you have received that feedback, then it's going to be colored like this. That means that you've received a feedback on this item from the seller. Okay, so let's say this is the item that you want to leave feedback for, right? So the only thing you have to do is go over here, which says leave the feedback. Leave feedback. So click there. Okay, and then it's going to give you. Then it's going to show or load this page, and you're going to scroll down. So below the item that you bought, it's going to tell you, okay, rate this transaction. Okay, so if it's going to give you a few options on how satisfied you were with your item. So if you were very satisfied with your item, you're gonna leave a positive feedback. You usually leave positive feedback for most of the items as long as they were described fully as you see them when you get them on the listing. Then there's no reason why you should leave a neutral or negative uh, feedback. The only time when you would leave a neutral negative feedback is if you really had a bad experience with the seller. And if they didn't try to resolve any issues that came up, the item never got to you, and they didn't work with you, they didn't want to give you your money back, they didn't want to try to make an effort to find out what happened with the item, or overall, if your experience was bad, you're gonna leave a negative, and then you're gonna describe why negative. And I don't know what it says there. Hold on, sorry, you can't leave negative or neutral feedback for this power seller until 7 days after purchase. Okay, so if you have recently bought the item, you can leave feedback after a week. Okay, but usually what you would see over here is negative, and then tell us why is it negative, and so you will just describe. Then you have the neutral. It's called neutral. Same thing. It's going to tell you that you can't leave neutral feedback until after 7 days that you have bought the item. Okay, and finally, it's positive, which is, I hope, why you want in first place to come over here and leave a feedback for your seller. So then, after you click on positive, it's gonna show you options here. Rate details about this purchase. Okay, so but on top of that, it's gonna ask you to tell eBay more about your experience with this purchase. So you can say anything based on how satisfied you were with the item's description and the shipping time. You could say it was great, fast, awesome, I don't know, whatever comes out of your mind. Okay, so, over here you're going to see rating stars for each question that they're going to ask you. So the first question is, how accurate was the item description? So if the item was described as the same as the item that you got, then I don't see why you shouldn't leave a very accurate fill-in. Or if the item was missing something that wasn't described on the listing, then you're going to base your rating upon that. Okay. Now, the second question is, how satisfied were you with the seller's communication? Meaning, if you had asked a question about the item as far as its description, its payment options, or its shipping time, shipping questions, if you were satisfied with the communication and the seller cleared out all your doubts, then you're going to base your rating upon that. This when you have a good experience with an item that you bought through eBay, the stars are usually going to be filled all the way with this, because there wouldn't be any reason why you would not do that. Okay. So over here, how quickly did the seller ship the item? Okay, sometimes when you're buying the item, on the description of the item below where it says the price, is going to tell you, they're going to give you an estimate from eBay. eBay gives you an estimate, and it tells you, it could be between this date and this date. And it's usually, if it's within the U.S., it's usually 7 days but it's gonna give you like an estimate. If you didn't get your item within that estimate, then I guess you're gonna wanna base your rating on that, and it's just gonna be up to you. Okay, but if you got the item, within the time that was estimated, then I don't see why not. Why this shouldn't get 5 stars. It's a 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yes, 5 stars. Okay, so that's this one. There's a fourth question on the bottom. How reasonable were the shipping and handling charges? Well, this one is grayed out. You can't vote on this one because the item you didn't pay. Because for this one, if you didn't pay for the shipping, if it was free shipping, then you can't vote on this because you didn't pay for it. You didn't pay for the shipping. That's the explanation why this is grayed out, and you can vote on this. So after you finally filled all the the questions, the rating stars, and you told them more about your satisfaction, then you're gonna go down here and you're gonna click on leave feedback, and you're done. Once you have done that, then you're gonna load another page, and it's gonna say that you've successfully left feedback for that seller, and that's it. I hope this was helpful, and if so, please comment or subscribe or share this video. And that's it. Alright.